Hi, I'm Essie.
And I'm Elle.
Welcome back to Magic and Mayhem.
So we went shopping for Indie Bookstore season.
Well, and Indie Bookstore Day.
Yes.
Both.
That's why I said season,
Yeah.
to include all.
Because we went aside from Indie Bookstore Day.
I don't even think it was, we just decided to do indie books or book shopping, specifically with no other detours. We decided to do 3 indie bookshops, and then later in the month we discovered it was going to be Indie Bookstore Day. And so we decided, well, we should partake of that as well.
Of course, do both. Support the indie bookstores.
But we managed to have it all fall very close together.
Which I enjoyed, and my wallet did not. Much shopping was fun.
Did, however, have a lot of fun.
We did.
And yeah, we went a few weeks apart. Not enough for our wallets to recover. But still, we did space it out. Not even intentionally, but it was spaced out.
It was like 3 weeks between, yeah. We also figured out that the longer we spend shopping, the less self-control I have. Yeah.
There's that, yes.
By the time we're at the last shop, I'm always like, have I heard of it? Wonderful, we're buying it. Whereas the first store, I'm always like, okay, but what do I really actually want?
Or need.
And like, you keep it narrowed down, and by the end, I'm just like, I have all the money. I don't have all the money.
Whereas I was worse at the second store, and I behaved more or less on the first and last. Because each time we went to 3 indie bookstores.
Yes, both times, because we have 3 in our area-ish.
Well,
we have to drive to another city, but yeah, there's more, but there's 3 that we prefer to shop at. Anyway, so that's what we did. You will see lovely vlog footage of us going around the stores. As much as we could. There were a lot of people.
Especially on Indie
Bookstore Day. So
even before that, there were still a fair amount of people.
Yeah, a good amount of people. So, which is good. Like, we want them to be busy, so that's fantastic. But so we did our best, and by we I mean Elle, because I don't take footage. Because you would get motion sick if you looked at my footage. So
hopefully I didn't make anyone motion sick. I attempt to not go too quickly or spin or
yeah, you're usually pretty steady, so I think you'll be fine. So enjoy the vlog footage.
We decidedly did enjoy our shopping.
So the first one I got is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. I just have a feeling I really like Grady Hendrix because apparently it's horror but it's funny, and I saw it.
That is your thing.
It is very much my thing, and I can never find it in store, and I finally found it in store. I was so excited, so I grabbed it. Okay, and then I got Beetle and the Chimera Carnival by Liza Lane. So I've read the first one, which is Beetle and the Hollow Bones, and loved it. Didn't even realize there was a second one, but saw it in store and grabbed it. And then I got What If by Randall Monroe, who's the creator of XKCD, which is a webcomic. And since this is the 10th anniversary edition, it has end pages, and then hardcover, and then this ridiculously amazing map. Which, why there's a map, you'll have to read and find out. Also on the back.
Very nice. So, at the first store, I got this. I haven't currently read it yet, but I'm excited to read it because it's the next book in, I have no idea what the series is called, Royals and Romance. So, second store got Legendborn. I did already have this owned digitally, but I also bought it physically because I was also getting Blood Marked, so obviously had to do that. I'll eventually get the third one at some point, but I have read both of these and it's exciting. I love the edges. That is half the reason I decided I had to have them physically, and eventually I'll get the rest of the sword and then I'll be happy. From the third shop, I didn't get any books. However, I did get these. They're very cute. I already have some highlighters, but I went ahead and got a few more while we were out shopping.
Okay, and so the next indie bookstore I went to, I got It's Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. I didn't realize it was the Young Readers edition. But that's fine because there was a hardback and a paperback. I didn't realize the paperback was for young readers. That's okay. I can pretend.
It happens.
I can pretend to be a young reader. But yeah, this is just his memoir, and it sounds really good. It has a really cute photo on the back. And I got the stars on the back, and this between them. The woman at the store said this was really, really, really good. So I'm excited to try it. I've never heard of it, and or the author, but it looks sapphic and really cute, so I had to have it, and I love this cover.
Very pretty.
And then I got How to Find a Princess. This is part of the Runaway Royals series by Alyssa Cole. I love it, Alyssa Cole. I talk about it in so many of our videos. I love Alyssa Cole, and I didn't have this one, so I wanted to try it. And I have tried all of her, no, not all. I've tried some of her romance. I haven't tried any of her thrillers yet. This was what I was trying to say, but I really love her romance writing. It's very different, and I enjoy it. So then I got The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. So I have been eyeing this for a while, but I wasn't sure because it is written in verse, and I'm not smart enough for that all the time.
You are too.
And so I wasn't sure, but I looked at it in store, and it looked really good, and so I decided to get it. Okay, and then I got The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. This is another one I've been eyeing for a while, because it's very sci-fi and it looks very cool. I am a little concerned because there's a couple triggers that are a little bit triggering for me personally, but we'll see how it goes. So, but I've been wanting to read it for a long time. I've heard incredible things about it, so I wanted to get it. And then I got Death of the Author by Nnedi Okorafor. This was not on my radar at all until I saw, I think Kayla talked about it, and then one other person did too. And then I saw it in person. And this is so beautiful. That. And then this is the hardcover. It has design on the back. And when I saw how pretty it was, I decided that I did in fact need it. Also has sprayed edges.
And at the first store, I got this pretty edition, of the Hunger Games. Because of course I did. Because it's cool. And I can't resist. At the second store, I got Black Sun, which is insanely floppy. and it's been gonna be a book club book for one of the book clubs I'm in, so I was really excited to grab that. And I have read this one. This one is, let me see. Yeah, it's got a cool little map. I think it's got something. Yeah, it's got something on the front. I'd already forgotten what it had in it. But yes, super pretty also. And I've obviously read this one, read that one, and read that one. All of them on the list. So that was the second store. So I bought 2 books on that one, so I was extra naughty. In store number 3, I went ahead and got this. I already obviously have the first one, so I got the next one, even though, yes, I know, I haven't actually read Six of Crows yet, and I already got Crooked Kingdom, but you know, that's how life is. I only got that one from there, but regardless, I am quite pleased because I do have Six of Crows, I have those, and I have that one. So, getting there, getting there. There we go.
Okay, and then at the last store we visited, I got Savor It by Tara DeWitt. I have funny feelings. Also by this author. I have not read it yet.
For a second, I thought you meant you had funny feelings about the book.
No,
I was like, then why did you buy it?
no, I have a book called Funny Feelings.
I get it.
By the same author. So Riley's obsessed with this book, I think, and she and I normally have the same taste in romance. So, and plus this is a beautiful cover as well. And then I'm not gonna lie, this one was mostly a cover by.
Yeah, valid.
How incredible this cover is. I was a second night stand by Corelia and Faye Stetz Walters. I think they are a couple as well, if I remember correctly. Yes. And they're super adorable, but this is about a ballet dancer and a burlesque dancer, I believe, and there's like a competition. And it looks so much fun. I'm not usually a competition person, but like, look how stunning.
Awesome, yeah.
Look how stunning. I needed it. It's so
pretty.
pretty. I needed it. Okay, and then I got a novel love story of Ashley Poston. First of all, I love this cover too. We have a theme. I was doing a lot of cover buying. I did love The Dead Romantics by this author. Didn't love The 7-Year Slip as much, but I don't like that time jumpy type thing. That's just not for me. But this sounded really good.
Timey-wimey.
Yes, timey-wimey stuff. Doctor Who's an exception. But this looked really, really good, and it sounded really, really cute. And so I want to try it because, like I said, I love The Dead Romantics. So, and then I got The Love of My Afterlife. I really hate that this is not a sticker I can take off.
Oh, that's rude.
It's really annoying. By Kirsty Greenwood. I've heard a couple of people talk about this one and say good things, and I again love whoever designed like the cover and the colors and everything. It's very fun, and I like books that play with the afterlife. I found out, so it sounds really good. I don't know. Okay, and then I got Game On by Ceresia Glass, I think. So I tried the Love Con by this author, and I like the writing, but I don't like reality TV shows, which is a big part of that book. So when I saw this one, which is about a gamer and then like a game designer, I was like, well, obviously I need to read that, especially since I know I like this author's writing style. So I'm very excited to try it. This one's all Elle's fault.
It is.
So I hope this doesn't find you by Anne Lang, because Elle read it and said it was really good and really cute. And the way she described it, I was like, well, I need it. Also, at this point in our trip, I had no self-control and speak up anything that sounded good. So,
well, it happens to the best of us.
Then I got The Lovers by Rebecca Fabian. I'm so sorry if that is wrong. Another cover by. Like, how could you? I mean,
yeah, it's valid though.
I had to. This does remind me in plot of the third book in
the one series.
The one series of this one in plot. Count Your Lucky Stars by Alexandria Bellfleur, and I really like the plot in this one, so I want to try it in this one because I'm sure it's gonna be different, obviously, but also again the cover. I had to, and Ashley Herring Blake blurbed it, so obviously I had to have it.
I got Ever After Always by Chloe Leese. I have to like say the names of her books slowly because they all sound similar. This is book 3, I think, in the Bergen Brothers series, but this is following the one sister. I wasn't sure about this one because this is a marriage and trouble one, but it is following the only sister. So I was like, well, I need to read hers. Like, obviously, we to support the girls. So I did end up getting it, and I've really enjoyed all the books I've read by Chloe Leese.
So that's our shopping.
Yes.
What we got.
That was much more controlled than that. That wasn't what I wanted to say.
Conservative?
No.
Controversial?
No. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know. I was trying to help you.
Very helpful. My brain can't be helped though. So many things, so many books. I'm not allowed to buy books for a long time.
Oh,
I always say
well.
that, and I buy them anyway. But for realsies this time, I'm not allowed to.
For realsies.
I don't know why I said it like that.
That was very, I don't know, early 2000s.
I know. Put back in time for a minute. It's fine.
I mean, I think that we were successful
We
in
were.
giving indie bookstores all of our money.
We were very successful at that. And supporting them, which that part does make me happy. Also, the people in all the bookstores were really nice.
Very.
You can't tell that from the clip, but all the people in the bookstores were so nice.
Well, I don't ever include people in ours because yeah, and I'm not going to include them without their permission. So
yeah,
I just don't do it.
They're all super sweet and super nice.
Very pleased that we, even if we spent too much money, pleased that we participated in Indie Bookstore Day.
Yes, it was so much fun. And all of them, of course, had special things that they were doing for Indie Bookstore Day, and
a few of them even had like ARCs they were giving out.
Yes.
For certain purchases.
That was fun. And
scavenger hunt things almost and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, and it was quite fun. I think it's always good to find out if they can order.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have something, they probably can.
Yeah, a lot of them can.
If you so desire, if you are practicing indie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then just because they don't have it does not mean it's the end.
Right.
I also, on some of the trips, got random little, not shown, not pictured, but random little things at the counter. I'm like, ooh, that's cute. Ooh, that's cute. That's Look at true. That. Look at that.
They don't have cute stuff at the counter, though. What are you supposed to do?
However, it's fine.
I think going into we were like, we'll just get like one book per place. I think you stuck to that.
I didn't entirely. Well.
I, however, laughed as I went right past it. Right past it.
So, if you have the desire, check out your local indie bookstores. And also the library. Always which we will be doing for a while.
Yeah. Any new books? I will be checking the library for a while. Or even if your library doesn't have it, check and see if you can request it.
So, while we are recovering from our spending, we will be contributing to the library, and we have already contributed to our local stores.
Yes. Also, checking out for the library does still support the author. A lot of people,
absolutely.
A lot of people think it doesn't. It does. So you're still supporting the author if you get it from the library. Okay.
Thanks for listening to Magic and Mayhem. All right, bye.